Makes no sense, guys. But you know this.
There's box office and there's Oscars. Jerry, been a while, huh? You ain't been to the show, you wouldn't know.
Wow.
Wouldn't been to the show, you wouldn't know.
Uh-oh.
Haven't been to the show, so you wouldn't know what it is to win.
I don't need to add.
I feel like we could
And I love the Cowboys.
Mm.
I love the Cowboys because I really love them. This is the way I feel. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the movie.
And that's what. And I wanted to get back to the movie because you didn't bring the.
Speaking of the movie,
up in the
same thing.
Highest to lowest. You didn't bring it. You didn't bring it up.
And what does it say down the bottom of the movie?
What?
Or does it say it on the one sheet?
What does it say?
All money ain't good money, Jerry.
Say it again.
All money ain't good money, Jerry.
One time.
August 15th, we open Friday.
Woo, Lord.
All money ain't good money.
And listen, man, I was having a great summer. Like, I really was. Like, the summer has been phenomenal. And we got to get back in the football season without talking about the Cowboys getting ready to play and hopefully having an opportunity in the NFC. We got to talk about Micah Parsons not being, let me say that again for the American people. Micah Parsons is having a contract dispute with the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, if you said, but Swag, he the best defensive player on the team. Yeah, I know. But Swag, he like a top 5 defender in the NFL. I know, y'all. Y'all keep talking to me about it. It's because of Jerry Jones. The bigger risk, he talking about risk. You take risk in this league every day. Every player that's under contract takes a risk. Yep. And you take a risk by signing them. That is the name of the whole damn game. You take a risk. He's earned to be paid as one of the highest defenders in the NFL. From the previous work he's done, that is when you get the paycheck. You don't know what's going to happen after that. What you're hoping and what you're banking on and trying to make an educated decision on is the fact that he been kicking everybody's ass for the last 4 years. That's the problem. And he should be paid for it. Go ahead, G. That's all I got on that, man.
No, I mean,
ish.
Supposedly that was Jerry Jones answering, but that's not the kind of answer that Jerry Jones ever gives to any question, unless it's strategic. I mean, there's two ways to look at it. Either someone told him, quit talking about Micah, and he actually listened. Chances of that are slim. Or he decided the best course of action right now is to say nothing. But I think that is significant. I don't know what it all means. I've got some ideas and I've got some information that we're going to talk about, but that really caught my ear that he didn't have anything to say about something that 1 week earlier he said plenty about.
Yeah, Mike, I feel like it's the latter of what you said. I feel like somebody got in his ear and was like, hey, you're not helping. It ain't helping. Yeah, I know we like attention with the Cowboys. We like being front and center in the media and all that, but this ain't helping. And I do think he crossed the line a little bit with what he did with Micah. I think somebody told him, or he realizes like, Micah, he really don't like me right now. Like I definitely caused an issue here. And he's causing an issue with his football team and of course the fan base and everybody questioning it around him. So it does feel like that, Mike, that maybe somebody got in his ear and was like, hey, just keep it simple here. We don't need to dominate the day with you making some quote about Micah and making us look more dysfunctional, like we don't know what the hell we're doing around here.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because the Dallas Cowboys, America's so-called team, are spiraling into a vortex of chaos, and Hollywood royalty has just lit the fuse. Denzel Washington, a lifelong Cowboys fan, stepped onto ESPN's First Take on the 12th of August, 2025, and delivered a verbal haymaker to team owner Jerry Jones that's still echoing across the NFL. "All money ain't good money, Jerry," he roared, his words slicing through the air like a dagger. This wasn't just a critique, it was a public execution of Jones' leadership. A cry from a fan base battered by decades of disappointment. Denzel, with his 2 Academy Awards and a career grossing over $4 billion at the box office, didn't hold back, accusing Jones of prioritizing his $10 billion franchise's profits over the fans' dreams. The Cowboys haven't sniffed a Super Bowl since 1996, 29 years of heartbreak, and Denzel's words hit like a sledgehammer. there's box office, and there's Oscars. Jerry, you ain't been to the show, so you wouldn't know what it is to win. But Denzel's fiery words are just the tip of the iceberg. The real storm is brewing in Dallas, where a superstar's future hangs in the balance. Let's dive into the chaos tearing the Cowboys apart. At the center of this Cowboys catastrophe is none other than Micah Parsons, the NFL's premier pass rusher, a 26-year-old phenom who's been kicking ass and taking names for 4 straight seasons, with 45 sacks, 213 tackles, and 3 All-Pro selections since 2021. Parsons is the heartbeat of Dallas's defense. Yet, on the 1st of August, 2025, reports broke that Parsons requested a trade, fed up with Jerry Jones's refusal to pay him what he's worth. Sources say no formal offer sheet has been submitted to Parsons' agent, despite Jones claiming negotiations happened in the spring. Parsons, however, called those talks just conversations, leaving fans stunned and the NFL laughing. As The Athletic reported, executives around the league are laughing at Jones' mishandling of this crisis, with one source saying, "Micah gave the Cowboys everything: leadership, production, passion, and now he's asking out because of Jerry." This isn't just a contract dispute. It's a betrayal of trust, a fracture in the soul of America's team. Jones, who's built a $10 billion empire, seems more obsessed with headlines than hoisting the Vince Lombardi trophy. Parsons' rebellion is a symptom of a deeper disease in Dallas, one that's been festering for decades. But the Cowboys' woes don't end there. Let's talk about the fanbase's growing fury and a franchise stuck in neutral. Cowboys Nation, you've been through hell. For 29 years, you've watched your team, valued at $10 billion by Forbes, flaunt its glitz and glamour while failing to deliver on the field. Since their last Super Bowl in 1996, the Cowboys have made the playoffs 13 times, but haven't reached an NFC championship game. That's right, 0 conference title appearances in nearly 3 decades. Denzel Washington, a fan since the 1962nd, captured your anguish when he said, "He's not thinking about us, the fans. He's thinking about his pockets." The Cowboys are the NFL's soap opera, generating headlines but no hardware. From Dak Prescott's $82 million in restructured cap space to CeeDee Lamb's last-second contract last year, Jones's pattern of delaying deals has fans screaming for change. Social media is ablaze, with posts on X calling Jones the biggest reason the Cowboys haven't made it out of the divisional round in 30 years. This isn't just frustration, it's a revolt. While fans are losing faith, there's a flicker of hope on the field. Let's shift gears to a bright spot in this dark Cowboys saga, because not everything in Dallas is falling apart. Amid the storm, there's a ray of light breaking through the clouds. Enter George Pickens, the Cowboys' new wide receiver, acquired in a blockbuster offseason trade. On the 12th of August, 2025, Pickens channeled Randy Moss at training camp, making a jaw-dropping catch over All-Pro corner Deron Bland that had fans roaring. With 174 receptions, 2,841 yards, and 12 touchdowns in 3 seasons with Pittsburgh, Pickens is poised to explode alongside CeeDee Lamb, the 3-time All-Pro who warned opponents, "It'll be tricky for those guys. They're going to have to do some film study." Together, with Dak Prescott's pinpoint passing, this duo could form one of the NFL's most lethal receiving corps. Lamb, who led the league with 135 receptions in 2023, believes the Cowboys' offense will be very successful in 2025. But with an unproven head coach in Brian Schottenheimer and a banged-up offensive line, can this firepower overcome the dysfunction? Pickens and Lamb might ignite the offense, but the Cowboys' fate hinges on one man's decisions. Let's pull back the curtain on Jerry Jones' empire and why his silence speaks volumes. Jerry Jones, the master showman, has built a $10 billion juggernaut, but his silence on Micah Parsons' trade request is deafening. Just a week before Denzel's rant, Jones was vocal, dismissing Parsons' demands and citing risk as his excuse. Now, he's clammed up. Sources on X suggest someone got in his ear whispering, "This ain't helping, Jerry." The Cowboys' dysfunction is so blatant that even NFL executives are mocking it, with one telling The Athletic, "Micah's asking out because Jerry Jones and the front office." Jones' habit of delaying contracts, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. Now Parsons has created a pattern of chaos. As Denzel put it, All money ain't good money, Jerry. With the Cowboys facing the reigning Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles on the 4th of September, 2025, Jones' refusal to act could sink the season before it starts. This isn't just a contract dispute, it's a franchise on the brink. As the Cowboys teeter on the edge, one question looms large. Can they rise from the ashes? Or is this the final act of a tragic saga? Let's wrap this up with a call to arms. Cowboys Nation, you've heard the cries, felt the pain, and witnessed the chaos. Denzel Washington's words. All money ain't good money. Jerry are a battle cry for a fan base fed up with 29 years of excuses. Micah Parsons' trade request, valued at potentially $30 million per year, is a wake-up call. Jerry Jones's empire, worth $10 billion, thrives on headlines. But the fans deserve trophies. As the Cowboys gear up for their September 4 showdown with the Eagles, the clock is ticking. Will Jones step up, pay Parsons, and rebuild trust? Or will America's team crumble under the weight of its own dysfunction? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Has Jerry lost his way, or can the Cowboys still shock the NFL? Smash that like button, subscribe, and let's keep this fire burning.